Katy Perry, Ariana Grande had a One Love Unity concert. Marley was dead to begin with. It's a unity concert, and they went out and spoke, and people are praising them. Let's first watch Katy Perry.
It's not easy to always choose love, is it?
Okay, pause. Isn't she from California? It's not easy to choose love, is it? Yeah? It's not as easy as I drink my tea, a spot of tea, yeah? Yeah? A pickpocket, yeah? This should let you know that she has almost nothing. There's nothing of value to her speech. We'll provide more context just so you can judge for yourself. But right away, she's faking an English accent, and no one called her on it? Keep in mind here, this concert was planned before the London. This was Sunday, right? So this concert was planned in response to Manchester. So after Manchester, well, we were offering concrete solutions and things to do, steps to be taken moving forward to try and mitigate the terrorism problem. They were preparing to offer lip service. They saw the London attack probably from their hotel suite while they were preparing for this show. So keep that in context. Here's Katy Perry's solution, or her foreign policy. Go.
So now, as you stand here, all of you here, and all of you watching from wherever you are.
Back to American, good.
Standing next to a stranger or a family member or a friend or a loved one. Let's just do this little exercise of love. Just touch the next person. Touch the person next to you.
Oh, that's a crime.
Make human contact.
I love how they just show young girls touching.
Yeah. Tell them I love you. Look in their eyes. Say, I love you. Do it! Everyone up there! Everyone at home!
Yes, the foreign policy and our handling of terrorists can simply tear a page from the book of Teddy Ruxpin. I love you!
You know, even John Mayer's going, I tapped that.
While we were actually sitting there talking about concrete steps, and we'll get to those in a second, they were playing this All You Need Is Love Bullcrap concert, this unity concert. Well, here's the thing. We'll talk about unity in a second, as far as values and where we can maybe unify and find some common ground. But here's the thing with unity. It doesn't work unless people want to unify with you. What about people out there, Katy Perry, if you don't see the danger in your words, what about people who don't want to? What about people who don't want to unify with your ideas?
Let's just do this little exercise of love. Just touch the next person. Touch the person next to you. Yeah. Make human contact. Tell them I love you. Look in their eyes. Say, I love you.
Listen to Katy Perry.
Do it.
Show her your love.
Everyone at home.
You don't spoil it. I got you, Katy. I'm going to show my love. Yeah, come on. What love? Remember cologne? It's like cologne, Katy Perry.
I encourage you to choose love, even when it's difficult.
That won't make hair. Okay, unity. Really what you mean is unity under this arbitrary sense of all you need is love and hand-holding and kumbaya, we are the world. But unity when convenient for you. Unity if we unify with your ideals. How about we find how about unity here? Let me propose some areas where we can find unity, okay? Where we can find unity as a westernized, freedom-loving, civilized world against evil, okay? I think I'm always thinking about the other person. Okay, Katy Perry. How about no more Sharia courts in the UK? There are over 85 Sharia courts in the UK, of course, on a regular basis. They usurp actual English law. And there's gross atrocities of human rights violations when you look at women, when you look at the way they treat children. No more Sharia. Let's unify in that, right?
Sounds easy.
You're a feminist. Unity. Get rid of it tomorrow. How about this? No more imams. You deport them. Any imam who comes into the country who promotes Sharia law, who radicalizes anybody. As a matter of fact, the person who radicalized some of these Islamic terrorists in Europe recently, their video is still allowed. YouTube has decided that it's still allowed to stay up. What? Meanwhile, our criticism of the Young Turks is age restricted. So unifying, right? Hashtag not all Muslims. Let's get rid of the people who radicalize young Muslims. No imams who can perform any sort of Sharia law. No imams who open any mosques where there are Sharia courts. Unity. How about no more immigration from countries where they commit violations of human rights for women, for gays? You believe in feminism, you believe in equal rights, put the tape on your mouth, hashtag no hate campaign. How about we don't allow anyone who comes from these countries who supports the policies and the laws in place that violate human rights? If you come from a country and you don't renounce everything that country stood for, you don't renounce the laws, including the execution for gays, including the mistreatment of women, if you're coming from Saudi Arabia and you say, you know what, I'm kind of iffy on whether women should be allowed to drive, let's unite. We don't want to let them in, right? Unity? No, 2/3 of UK Muslims, but when you talk about it, it's just some radical extremists, this is the point I'm making, wouldn't tell the government about a terror plot. 23% openly admit wanting full-on Sharia law in the UK, and over 50% say homosexuality should be illegal. Not gays shouldn't be able to get married, not maybe gays shouldn't be able to force bed and breakfasts or force people to bake penis cakes. The act of being gay, the desire, the emotion of wanting to have sex with a man should be illegal. Hashtag no hate, put that scotch tape on your mouth with Meghan McCain as she grows rotund by the day, right? Let's unify. How about banning the people, anyone who comes into the country who wants homosexuality, period, to be illegal? They're not welcome. Can we unify on that? Unify with me and unify with all the homosexuals who are being thrown off rooftops because they have a wrist that goes like this. If we can't find unity here, where can we find unity? This is my question. Do you really want unity? Or you just want to say unity meaning, I want to go out here in a bleached haircut, put on a fake British accent and say, I bring you love, like Mr. Burns coming out from the cornfields. Leftists only present their brand of unity. And that's the problem. That's why we can't find unity on simple, on a logical floor plan.
Yeah.
The fundamentals. If you can't agree on a fundamental, I guess, sort of foundation of logic and of principles, and they don't believe that Western civilization, as you see with John Oliver, they can't say that's superior, as you talked about. They can't say, well, our culture is superior to the culture that hangs gays and doesn't allow women to drive. They feel guilty if they say that. So if you can't agree on some sound logical fundamentals, you can have no unity. As a matter of fact, you're much more likely to have unity with the people who want to chip away at the foundation of Western civilization, which allows you to write California Girls and go up there and lick whipped cream off your tits and make millions of dollars, Katy Perry.
Hey, this video is taken as a clip from the full show, daily show at louderwithcrowder.com/mugclub, where it's available exclusively $69 a year. That's less than $6 a month, less than 2 expensive cups of coffee, or you can feed an African child. But why would you want to do? Just buy coffee or join the Mug Club. Daily show, louderwithcrowder.com/mugclub. See you there. Don't feed children.